The story begins with a girl named Sloane reading a letter. A loud knock suddenly pounds on her door. During breakfast, Sloane asks her dad about her sister, Lily. Her dad tells her that Lily left them. He warns her to just eat and stop asking questions. Just then, screaming erupts from outside. Sloane's dad goes out to check while she stays behind. She can hear people screaming and gunshots firing in the distance. When her dad comes back inside, his clothes are covered in blood. He tells her they need to get out of here. Sloane opens the door and looks outside. People are running for their lives. Zombies are tearing through everyone in sight. The streets are completely overrun. A zombie stands right in front of Sloane. She's so terrified she can't even move. Just as the zombie lunges at her, her dad pulls her back inside and locks the door. He tells her to get down to the basement. But before they can move, the zombie crashes through the window and attacks her dad. He fights back, but she sinks her teeth into his hand. He grabs a shard of glass and strikes the zombie, but it barely does anything. So he drives it straight into her eye and kills her. Sloane watches the whole thing in horror and runs. Outside, the streets are swarming with zombies. She has no idea what's happening. She just runs for her life. The scene shifts forward one day. Sloane is with her friends inside their high school. Dead bodies are scattered around. They can hear zombies grunting somewhere nearby. A boy named Carrie picks up a telephone and follows the sound. It's coming from the principal's office. Their principal has turned into a zombie. The moment it lunges at Carrie, he beats it to death with the telephone. Sloane watches, even more shaken than before. Carrie tells everyone to start blocking the doors. They all get to work barricading every door and window. But Sloane is too terrified to help. She stands off to the side, trying to call her sister Lily. That's when Reese walks up to her. He asks if she's been bitten by a zombie. Sloane doesn't know what he means. Reese explains that the infection spreads through bites. Carrie turns on a radio. A broadcast is playing. Once you find a secure location, lock all the doors and cover all the windows. Do not draw attention to yourself. Stay where you are and help will come soon. Grace hands out water bottles to the group. Sloane is completely shaken by everything. The scene shifts back one day earlier. The streets are filled with total chaos. Sloane barely escapes a zombie's grip. She dodges through the horde and ducks into a hiding spot. That's where she finds Reese and Carrie. They're classmates of Lily. They take Sloane and keep moving. Alarms are blaring across the city. Carrie spots a van up ahead. An injured woman stumbles out of it. It's Grace's mom. They all regroup and push forward together. That night, they break into a house. Grace's mom turns on a light, but Carrie immediately shuts it off. Grace's mom fires back, telling him that zombies aren't attracted to light. They're attracted to noise. They all head upstairs, but Carrie wants everyone to stay on the ground floor. Grace's mom explains her reasoning. If zombies break into the house, they'll hear them coming. They can climb out the master bedroom window, get onto the roof, and jump into the backyard. That's how they get out alive. After that, she goes off to treat her wound. Sloane sits alone in a corner. Her mind drifts back to the day Lily was getting ready to leave. Lily wakes her up for school, and Sloane tells her she knows Lily is planning to move out soon. She says she doesn't blame her, but she doesn't want to be here without her. She can't stay. Lily reminds her of what they always say. One day at a time. She promises Sloane that things will change. She swears she'll make sure their dad never hurts them again. Then Lily drives Sloane to school. Before she gets out, Lily hands her a card and wishes her a happy birthday. She tells Sloane she'll make sure their dad does something for her tonight. Sloane tucks the card into the dashboard and heads inside. The scene shifts back to the present. A noise suddenly comes from outside. They all go downstairs. A zombie has broken in through a window. Carrie attacks it, but more zombies are trying to force their way inside. Carrie leads everyone out through another door. After running for a while, Carrie spots their high school. The windows are reinforced, making it the safest option. He tells everyone the path is clear and they start moving. But within seconds, a group of zombies swarms Grace's mom. She screams at them to run as the zombies start tearing into her. Carrie pulls everyone away. Then a zombie jumps Sloane. Just as it's about to bite her, Reese smashes it in the head and saves her. Zombies are right behind them, but they manage to get inside the high school. Sloane can't sleep that night. She pulls out the letter Lily wrote and starts reading it. She goes to the bathroom and washes her face. Scars cover her skin. They remind her of the day Lily left. Their dad came home furious because the school had called with a complaint about Sloane. He was screaming at her. Lily tried to step in and stop him, but he started beating her. Lily stormed out, saying she was never coming back. Sloane tried to stop her, but she was already gone. Back in the high school, Grace's brother Trace is devastated over their mom's death. He blames Carrie for it because Carrie was the one who said the street was clear. Trace starts calling him a murderer and throws punches at him. They get into a full fight, but Carrie is way stronger. Grace and Reese pull them apart. A little later, Grace brings Sloane some clean clothes. They both head to the bathroom to shower. Sloane's entire body is covered in scars. After the shower, Grace asks her what she saw out on the street. Sloane tells her she saw the same thing Grace saw. They all start talking about the situation. If this thing is global, they doubt anyone is coming for them. Cortez is a small town. They figure they'll have to stay hidden right here. Sloane listens quietly to their conversation. Then suddenly she's sprinting through the hallway. Zombies are trying to break through the entrance. She runs back and tells everyone they're at the front doors too. They barricade both exit doors and move into a classroom where no zombies are pressing against the entrance. A high fence separates the field from the street, keeping that side clear. They decide that if they ever need to escape, this is their way out. After that, Reese walks over to Sloane. She tells him he doesn't really know her. Reese says he does. His locker is diagonal from hers. He knows she and her sister Lily are really close. It was always just the two of them and nobody else. But suddenly, a massive explosion shakes the area. When they look outside, zombies are moving away from the blast. A gas station has blown up. After that, Trace grabs the keys from Carrie to explore the rest of the high school. Sloane and Reese go with him. They start searching through a room where Trace finds a bottle. Everyone starts drinking and playing a game of Never Have I Ever. During the game, Reese says he's never been in love. Later that night, someone runs their hand across Sloane's face while she sleeps. She sits up. Someone is standing right behind her. When she turns around, it's her dad, turned into a zombie. But it's just a nightmare. Sloane gets up to grab some water. Someone is standing behind her, watching. She goes and wakes up Grace, telling her someone has gotten inside the school. They all go to check. A noise comes from the locker room. When they open it, a man is lying inside with a gun next to him. Reese tells Sloane to grab the gun. But the moment she takes it from his hand, the man wakes up. It's their English professor, Mr. Baxter. They give him something to eat. Carrie asks him how he got in. But Baxter says he doesn't remember. They ask him about the situation outside. Baxter tells them to wait. Things are quieter now, but not safer. He wants to take a shower, so Carrie offers to take him to one with running water. They all start to leave, but Sloane stays behind, staring at Baxter. She asks him why he was watching her in the hallway. He just stood there and watched her. Baxter says he heard a noise in the hallway and went to check if it was one of those things. Sloane isn't convinced. She tells everyone that he touched her face while she was sleeping. Carrie takes Baxter to the bathroom for a shower. After a while, Carrie calls out to him. When there's no reply, he goes inside to check. What he sees stops him cold. He rushes back out and tells everyone that Baxter has been bitten. He's infected. They need to get him out right now. Reese brings the gun and asks if Baxter's body was cold. Just then, Baxter walks in. Carrie aims the gun at him and tells him he's infected. But Baxter denies it. Carrie yells at him to show them the bite on his arm. Instead of showing it, Baxter runs. They all chase him down and grab him. They see the bite on his hand. Reese checks Baxter's body temperature. Trace asks about the gun. Sloane has it. Everyone tells her to shoot Baxter. But Reese stops them. He doesn't think Baxter is infected yet. Baxter yells at them to stop and says he'll leave on his own. Then he tells them the truth. He says that just like them, he figured the school was the safest place to hide. So he started making his way here. On the way, he ran into another survivor. They helped each other stay alive. But when they reached the school, zombies spotted them and gave chase. Baxter broke a window latch, but only one person could fit through at a time. He took it. The zombies grabbed the other survivor. The man was begging Baxter to pull him inside. Baxter reached through and pulled him in, but the man bit him. So Baxter hit him in the head over and over until he was dead. Sloane asks him exactly where he broke in. Baxter tells her it was the boiler room. He begs them to let him stay. But Carrie yells at him to leave. Baxter tells them that the least they can do is open the door for him. Carrie steps forward to open the door, and Baxter bites down on his hand. Reese shoves Baxter out the door. Now Carrie is in the same situation Baxter was. Trace says they should throw him out too. But Grace stops him. She says she's taking Carrie to the nurse's office. Grace cleans Carrie's wound, applies medicine, and wraps the dressing. Reese tells Carrie he doesn't think he's infected. As they all head out, Carrie thanks Grace. She locks the door from the outside and walks away. Meanwhile, Reese hands Sloane her letter back. He asks her if that's really how she feels. If she thinks there's nothing left for her, why hasn't she just left? But Sloane changes the subject. She asks him why he thinks Carrie isn't infected. Reese explains that when people get bitten, their body goes really cold. Sloane asks how he knows that. Reese opens up to her. He tells her his dad turned into a zombie right in front of him. His skin went ice cold. Then he attacked Reese's mom. All Reese had was a golf club. He breaks down crying as he tells Sloane that he killed his own father. Later, when Sloane goes to bring Carrie his food, she hears something. She looks and finds Carrie and Grace together. She turns around and goes straight to Reese. She pulls him aside and kisses him. Meanwhile, Grace remembers they never checked the boiler room. She and Carrie go down to check. They find the body of the other survivor Baxter told them about. His head is completely crushed. They come back and tell everyone that Baxter was telling the truth. But Reese tells them to listen to the radio broadcast. It's announcing that an emergency shelter has been set up in Rayford. All survivors are being directed to proceed there for medical processing. But Rayford is 100 miles away. Trace doesn't want to leave. He thinks this is the safest place they have. But Carrie tells him they're going to run out of food. Grace sides with Carrie. Trace and Carrie get into an argument. Sloane quietly walks away from all of it. Outside, Sloane spots a body. She brings everyone over. It's Mr. Baxter. Grace walks closer to check on him and says he's freezing. Reese warns her to step back. But Baxter lunges at Grace. Sloane rushes in to help her. Trace is holding the gun but just stands there, frozen with fear. Carrie grabs the gun from him and shoots Baxter. But Baxter already bit Grace in the stomach. She's going to turn. Trace breaks down crying and screams at Carrie to stay away from her. The next morning, Trace attacks Sloane. He blames her, saying if she hadn't gotten in the way, Grace might have survived. Reese and Carrie pull him off her. Sloane steps outside. That's when she finds her phone. There's a message from Lily. It says she can't find Sloane, asking where she is, telling her to come home because it's safe. Sloane shows the message to Reese and Carrie. Reese tries to reason with her, saying the message is old. But Sloane insists. Her dad has a car. If Lily says it's safe, then it's safe. And it's on the way to Rayford. Carrie and Reese both agree to go with her. They start packing everything up. Carrie asks Sloane if she wants Trace to come along. Sloane says they need the gun anyway, and they need him. She also says she wants to face him. Sloane goes to see Trace alone. He's sitting next to Grace's body. He asks Sloane if she can forgive him. She tells him she would have done the same thing for her sister. Trace thanks her. Then he puts the gun to his head and pulls the trigger. Sloane starts gasping for air. Reese and Carrie hear the gunshot and come running. She tells them he shot himself right in front of her. After that, they head outside. They climb over the fencing and make it to the main road. Bodies are scattered everywhere. But as they pass through, the bodies start standing up. Reese takes one down, but there are way too many. The zombies start chasing them. Sloane spots a car, but the second they get close, its alarm goes off. The sound draws the zombies toward the car, giving them just enough time to run. They duck into a house and smash the alarm. But zombies are closing in from every direction. Carrie decides to go out first and draw them away. They tries to stop him, but Carrie tells Sloane he'll help her get to her sister and takes off. The moment he steps outside, every zombie swarms him. Sloane and Reese make it out. But a zombie is roaming right in front of Sloane's house. They hide nearby and wait for it to pass. Once it moves on, they sprint toward the house, but the front door is locked. They climb through the window of Sloane's room. Reese stays upstairs while Sloane goes down. Lily is sitting right there. Sloane calls out to her, but Lily has already turned. She attacks Sloane. Sloane tries to calm her down, but Lily won't stop. Sloane fights back and kills her. She runs to Reese and collapses into his arms, sobbing. Her dad is lying dead on the floor nearby. Sloane goes out to the car and pulls the birthday card Lily gave her from the dashboard. Inside it reads, "One day at a time." She takes out Lily's old letter and drops it right there. Then she and Reese get in the car and drive away. And with that, this story comes to an end. If you enjoyed this explanation, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.